Hi everybody, good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to the first installment of Tales from the Field, brought to you by 360 Enterprises. My name is Joe Squires. I own an electric company in Portland, Oregon. I was asked by the 360 boys to do a tutorial, or a field of tutorials, on how to make your electrical company profitable. Happily volunteered. The single largest lever you can move to make a profitable company, the single largest cost of goods and service, or COG, that you have, is fully burdened direct labor. Fully burdened direct labor for most companies is between 40 and 50% of gross revenue. It is by far the largest cost of goods and service, like I said. Labor efficiency ratio is a metric that I use, and LER, labor efficiency ratio, is defined as gross revenue divided by fully burdened direct labor. For most electric companies, your LER should be 2 or higher. If you're 1.8, you're kind of in trouble. You might be out of business. You just don't know it yet. If you're 2.2, congratulations. You're running a very efficient company. Basically what that means is for every dollar of fully burdened direct labor you spend, you're creating $2 plus in gross revenue, which is what it takes to kind of run a profitable electric company. So when I tell people what the single largest, most important lever they can pull to be a profitable electric company, it is making your electricians as efficient as possible. Making sure they show up on time to the right job, with the right material, with the access information they need. That is the best way to make labor efficient. Labor inefficiencies kill a profitable company. The meter is always running on electricians. 8 hours. I don't see many electricians turning in a time card for 6.75 hours. Most of them turn in 8 hours. Doesn't matter if they're doing the work, standing at the wholesale house picking up materials, standing outside of the job site, can't get inside, no access. If they're stranded broken down by the side of the road, or if they're at the office picking up a ladder. Those are the inefficiencies that kill it. Most electricians are agnostic to those inefficiencies, and you're still getting billed for 8 hours, whether or not you're billing the customer or not. The metric you hear me say at my shop all the time is $1.60 per minute. If you're $100 an hour, you're about $1.60 per minute. If you're 125, it's a little bit more. If you're $90 an hour, it's $1.50. I'll leave the math up to you guys. $1.60 a minute, whether you're stranded by the side of the road or producing revenue doing work. How do you determine what you charge per hour? Well, if you're like most electric companies, you have your office manager pretend to be a client and call your competition, asking them what they charge, and then you work backwards from there. There's a very good book out called Profit First, which talks about determining how much profit you want to make, and then taking your cost of goods and services and then working the math backwards. Very good book. I suggest reading that as one way of determining what you charge per hour. Calling your competition, that's not the way to do it. You're assuming your competition knows what they're doing. Odds are they don't know what they're doing. The wisdom of a fool won't set you free. So, fully burdened direct labor, as a recap, the single largest, most important lever you can move to make a profitable electric company. You can get better fuel efficient vehicles. You can save a little bit on gas. You can shave $1 off your GFCI. You can try all those things. But what really brings it home, what really makes you profitable, managing your fully burdened direct labor. So thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Again, this has been Tales from the Field with 360 Enterprises. Thank you.